Alright, hey guys, welcome back. I feel like it's been years since I filmed anything. We're doing a favorites video today because I have no energy to do anything else. No, I did actually have, I've been thinking about this video for a couple weeks now, and I realized for once in my life I have things I want to talk about. Normally, I can't think of anything. This is more of a lifestyle type favorites because it's kind of stuff from all over these genres, but I thought I would chat, be like, yo, what's been going on? I really want to do a chat to get ready with me coming up soon, but we'll see where my energy is at. Let's start with clothing. This has been probably my most worn article of clothing so far. Holy shit. This sweater I was gifted for Christmas. I feel like I've talked about it in a video, but I also can't remember if I like whatever situation that might have been. It is just a like long turtleneck black sweater. It's got a pocket on the right side, kind of in the front for like a cool asymmetrical look. It's like just very long, so that it's not dress long, but it's like oversized, if that makes sense. And this is from the brand Nine West. Like I said, was just gifted this. I think all I said was, hi, I want an oversized like black sweater, probably turtleneck or at the very least crew neck, because I was like, I'm moving to Boston, I'm gonna want some comfy clothes, and I was not disappointed. This is so comfy. I've worn it with a bra, without a bra, so you can really go either way, which is always something really important to me in my clothes. So I wear this constantly. I wear it with sweats, I wear it with like leggings, I wear it with nice jeans and nice pants, and I like to wear it out, or I like to wear it when I'm just lounging around. It is literally my most worn thing, and I'm like, I need more. I don't know if they came in other colors, I really don't, but this is so cute and comfy, and I literally have no idea how much it is. Some random, I guess I might have this a little bit organized. So I'm gonna do two makeup products, and they will be two e.l.f. products that I have been testing out a lot and kind of getting my full thoughts on. I'll probably go more in depth into this kind of stuff in a get ready with me, but I figured I would talk about it because it has been relatively prevalent recently. First is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It is a satin finish concealer, clearly an attempt to be the Tarte Shape Tape. It's like, I think, pretty much the same size. I don't have the Shape Tape, but I've seen it 100 times. It, you know, has the gigantic doe foot applicator. It's so much concealer in here, it's insane. I want to say this is like $8, which like in my head I was hoping it'd be like $5, but like it's a lot of concealer, so you can't really complain. This will literally take me forever to go through. I got mine in the shade Fair Warm. I think this was the second lightest color they had, if not the lightest color they had. And so far I'm really liking it. I just use it on my eyes as a base or under my eyes to like cover up that darkness like right here basically. And I've actually really been liking it. I can kind of, a little goes a long way. So you only need like a dab and then really spread it out. I'm still testing it kind of like actually on my skin. It's probably a little bit light for that, but I'm starting to kind of work with it and see how I like it. So I will definitely be talking more in depth about this in the future. And second would be the e.l.f. lip lacquer. And honestly, I just had to like say how intelligent this packaging is, that the sticker that seals it is also what hangs it on the display. That's so smart, because then you're not having to like have a whole nother component to put that in. I'm on board. I literally saw it and was like, that's brilliant. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know if it's like, I'm trying to get into lip gloss because I need to stop just putting liquid lipstick on my lips, and sometimes you just want something a little more like juicy and plumping looking. This is not plumping, but you know what I mean, like juicy. And I think this was $3 to $4, something like that, and I'm so far pretty happy with it. I can like just apply, go crazy, and it doesn't look like goopy, it's not sticky. It just has a really nice sheen. It's definitely like a metallic lip gloss. It's in the shade Fantasy. Really easy to put over other lipsticks and really easy to just reapply, and who cares, which I really like in a lip gloss. So far I'm really enjoying this. Heading back to the fashion category, these sunglasses are literally like my favorite thing, and I'm pretty sure I was given these for Christmas. Pretty sure I know they were given to me from my dad, but I'm pretty sure he was like, yeah, I just found them on like Amazon or eBay and I thought they were interesting. And so they're definitely like made in China, like probably were $2 to $3 sunglasses, but there's something about them that I really like, and I've been really enjoying wearing them, even though like I have to bend them to fit on my face because they like want to fall apart. So these are super fun, really cheap, but like, I mean, you can find glasses like these literally everywhere. I believe this is the last like just straight up accessory item. Yeah. I have this DSW bag. The brand is Aldo, but I bought it from DSW like probably 2 to 3 years ago, and I bought it with the goal of using it for a trip I was going on, and then ended up not using it because it's durable and like well made and like very functional, but the thing that made me hesitate was like these straps are like super duper thin, and so like in comparison with like how giant this bag is, I was using it truly for the purpose of like transporting things like in a usability sense, not just like trying to be cute. Like this bag was going to be full and I was very nervous these straps would not hold up, so I haven't touched it a lot. But recently, now that I like go around the city and stuff, backpacks are like the way to go. Either backpacks or like larger like shoulder bags, because obviously you probably have some kind of book or anything, and this is like perfect. Like if I don't have a full bag and I'm not using like my legitimate backpack, this is what I go for. It's a little obnoxious when I walk, it goes like, but I don't care. It has this really cute clutch that can be unconnected and kind of just carried on its own, which if I was ever going to a fancy event, not that that'll ever happen, I would wear that. And yeah, it's pretty spacious. It fits an 11-inch computer, if I'm remembering correctly. Space. I'll use this for like a really short travel. If I literally just need like an outfit for overnight, I'll throw it in there because it can fit my book and whatever else I might need. So I do like it a lot, and I'm using it a lot more now that I'm up in a city, kind of wanting a larger bag than just like a little purse, but nothing too crazy. So I've been really liking that. So I have not set it on YouTube to my knowledge, but I have opened an Etsy shop. It is, as literally everything is, under Shelby Lynn Lives. So if you're interested, I will link the shop down below. And I have been really into jewelry making. It might in the future expand to other little things like prints and stickers, but for now I keep those on my Society6 and Teespring accounts. So I started making jewelry and placing it on Etsy, and the idea behind it is like small batch design. So I like to collect a bunch of like beads and stones and all of the stuff that are just like, either I like literally find them, or I find them at like craft stores, or like little areas that are kind of just like, oh, look at this bucket of mixed beads, you can have it for like $2. I like to find those things because I think they're really interesting and unique, and then I make small batches of jewelry out of as much as I have or can find, and like that's it. So once the jewelry is gone, the jewelry is gone. Not that its style won't come back with a different kind of stone, but it's not always guaranteed, kind of depending on what I find. And that's just the style that I'm really into, and I think it's interesting, and that's just kind of where I'm at for now. So I released my first batch within the past like 2 weeks or so. I do have my just like standard ones that can be made for literally ever. These are my like standard double hoop earrings. They were like my first design, so they are my like standard, like can be reproduced forever kind of hoop until I'm literally tired of the look of them. So I have stuff like this. This is one of my limited runs, kind of a wooden bead situation that I found. I found a pack of them somewhere, just at like a random shop, and made like hoops with them. Right now I've just been doing earrings because that's kind of what I have the supplies for, and what I really want to like try and test creatively, because I'm really into like interesting and unique earrings. And a recent pair that is not listed but I made for myself, and I'm actually really interested and might think of listing them, so I guess leave your comments down below, are these. I will probably make them smaller for market, but they're like giant, like they almost look kind of like the beginning of a flower maybe, or kind of just like very 70s, like weird shapes sort of situation. But yeah, so two like dangling, they're pretty big. I would make them smaller like I said, but these were just what I made for myself, because I literally test everything. As soon as I have a design I like, I wear test it. I've lost earrings. I like see if things are breaking and not staying together, or if it's like I'm getting annoyed with wearing it for whatever reason. So I do test them, just saying. The next things are kind of weird lifestyle, what I've been using, what I've been watching, listening to, that sort of situation. So I'll just finish off the products with coffee. In case you don't know, Spencer and I drink coffee every single day, and we drink a good bit of it, probably especially for a 22 and 23-year-old, we drink a hefty bit of it. And we have been bulk purchasing coffee recently, just because it makes the most sense. We literally drink coffee every day, and especially if we have friends or company or whatever, pretty much everyone we know drinks coffee in some way, so we constantly have it on hand. And we have been loving this coffee. One, because it's a step up from like Folgers and that kind of stuff, which we finally like stopped drinking, except sometimes I'll still use it for iced coffee because it is cheaper. And it's also the most bang for its buck while being like flavorful and like better quality. So we do purchase this from Sam's Club. I know you can go to Dunkin' and buy grounds. I've never actually done that, and I'm sure a lot of it's very good, but this is just, it's a medium roast original blend ground coffee. It comes in a resealable bag. Like obviously you just like I always rip things so poorly. You just rip it open. You have a ton of grounds in here, and this lasts us, I want to say like a month, maybe. I mean, there's the tiniest bit left in here right now, and I just ordered another bag because we just had company, so we were making like 10 cups of coffee a day. So yeah, but I'm really liking this. Spencer's really liking this. We, like I said, just ordered another bag because it's the best bang for your buck while still being tasty, and I'm on board. Other thing we've been using a lot. So whether it's because you have animals, you have a messy child, a messy 22-year-old, whatever your situation may be, maybe you're in a situation like us and you work from home most of the time, so your apartment can start to smell like you live there 24/7, because you do, or maybe you don't have the ability to do wash all the time, whether it's because you don't have a wash in your building and you have to walk far and pay for it and it's expensive, so you really like to stretch it out, you know, this shit is great. This is the Target brand, just any kind of fabric refresher. I know there's like specific brand ones and there's knockoff ones. You can probably get stuff like this at Dollar Tree if you really like didn't want to spend money, but I can't imagine this was more than like $3 to $5, and we use it. We use it to freshen up like large blankets that, like, you know, you wash a handful of times a year because they're so giant, and like I'm not paying for a washer to put that in. It can be used to refresh your comforter, to refresh your sheets, your clothes. If there's an outfit that you need to wear a couple times a week for whatever reason it may be, I will sometimes use this and like hang the clothes in the bathroom. And then I will do this because this generally like really helps like actually eliminate the odors, and then to make it smell like I didn't just smell, because it smells like you can tell this is like almost like not cleaning, but it has that kind of smell to it, so it has a clean fresh scent, which is good. But I feel like in your clothes sometimes it's like, what did you wash that in? So sometimes I'll go over it with like a light perfume after it's like had this, just so it like kind of still smells normal. But yeah, I kind of use it on stuff. You're not supposed to use it on suede or leather. I will say that I have quickly used it on leather because all of our seats in our living room are leather, and I've just used it and then quickly like wiped it down just because I was like, I wanted it to smell fresh in here. And yeah, especially if you're having company and you don't want your apartment to smell like you haven't left in a week. Beautiful. This seriously has like been very, very handy. All right, and the last two things are just things I've been using and listening to. First, I will say the Tezza app. In case you don't know, I post Instagram all the time to my Shelby Lynn Lives page, and then I post pretty regularly to my Shelby Lynn Lives design page. Really like, especially on my Shelby Lynn Lives page, it's a lot of weird, fun, creative photography, and specifically self-portraits. It's a mix of makeup, fashion, creativity, all this kind of stuff that I like to mix together on that page, and I post daily, if not more than that. You can constantly find me on there. And for editing, I have like kind of a complicated process. If I don't feel like doing a full in-depth Photoshop of a photo on my laptop, I use the Photoshop Express mobile app just with a stylus for like really quick, more simple Photoshop actions I can do. I then transfer them to Lightroom, where I have my own set of presets and kind of my own way of editing them for like base skin color edits. And then lately, for a lot of my photos, I've been really enjoying the Tezza app. which was created by I believe she's like kind of a fashion blogger, content creator. I know she's a musician. She's super talented. I'm at the moment blanking on her name, but I know her like account is like Teza and stuff, and she's super creative, super interesting. I love her page and photography, and she has an app where it's a mix of photo and video edits. It's like the like film app that Zoe Sugg, right? Just released within like the past year. It's kind of that idea. There's a lot of those kinds of apps out there, and I haven't really done the video portion because I don't film a lot of videos like for Instagram, and like I'm normally filming videos like this, not really like, you know, for social media. So I haven't played around with that, but I have played around with the photo editing side. I do not pay for the app just because at this point I don't want to and don't have the means to, but there are so many cool things on there, and there's still a good handful of cool editing features for the free users, but obviously there are ones that you will have to pay for, whether it's you pay for that specifically or for like the whole package or for like whatever. So I know there's like a membership or all different sorts of things, but there are really cool things in there even if you're not paying. I do want to say that. So I've kind of been doing, literally after I finish in Lightroom, I bring it into the Teza app. I like some of her presets that she has in there, and I alter them to my liking, and I kind of just have a system at this point, so that's what I've been going through. And I just think it's really interesting, and I love to use other people's presets because it's a lot to learn from, and especially for someone who likes to do photography and does edit their own photos, it's really useful to kind of like get a new look instead of like getting stuck in your own presets and work and stuff like that. Last is a podcast I've been listening to a lot. I kind of like when I work, whether at home or in an office, I am kind of in my own world because it's just like a very systematic thing, or I'm creating something, and I like am a person who to focus needs to be listening to something. So it's either music, but then after a while you get sick of that music, so I go to podcasts, and I realized I'd gone through all of my podcasts, and then you have to wait for the next week to come out. Like, I'm a binge person, so I was like, shit, I need new podcasts I don't know what to listen to, and I found Let's Get Haunted on Spotify. I know it's on all the other platforms, but I specifically listen on Spotify, and it is very good. I'd say if you like And That's Why We Drink, you'd probably like it. And that Let's Get Haunted is the more just like paranormal, weird encounters, creepy stories, conspiracy theories, like kind of everything, like minus murder. Just because they thought like, oh, let's just focus on this because there's so many crime podcasts out there. And I'm a person who really likes chatty but also good storytelling podcasts. So if that's you, like, I love a good storytelling, but I also want there to be like personality in it. Like, I want there to be kind of give between the people talking. I want it to feel like you're like hanging out hearing a crazy story from a friend. I don't like super overproduced let me just tell you the story in like a very professional manner. Like, I know there's something very great with that and that I'm sure a lot of people love, but I just get really bored. I want to feel like I'm hearing it from someone. Does that make sense? So yeah, I really like their style. It is so good. I literally am just at like the beginning. They have a good amount of episodes, so if you are a binge person, you have plenty to catch up on. I believe they still release weekly or bi-weekly. I'm pretty early, so I don't actually know the whole story yet. But yeah, I think it's really good. It literally searched on anything. And I think that's it. I guess if you want to like let me know down below what your podcasts are at the moment, what you're into listening to. I will literally listen to anything. I'll listen to like learning about things, listen to lifestyle, I'll listen to creepy things, I'll listen to like literally anything. I'm just very specific on the style in which it's done. Love it. All right, that is it. Thank you so much. Let me know down below what have been some of your, like, I guess it's now spring, late winter favorites, beginning of 2020 favorites. Oh god. February, March favorites, whatever you want to call this. I don't even know what I want to call this yet. You'll see the title. It's fine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.